Smriti-Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat-Padam Shankaram Logashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Bhattarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavandau Punah Punah Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmatacharya Paryantam Bhante Guru Paramparam Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheta Vibhagine Vyomavatyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ukaro Anthakaro Vairukarastanivartakaha Anthakara Nirodhitvat Guru Ritya Vidhiyate Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavati Tamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidya Acharyaya Nachiketase Namaha. So we are in the second chapter of the Kaṭha Upaniṣad and the second mantra. We already saw the first mantra, which is very relevant. Paranchikani, starting with these words. And in that, Shankara Bhashya, when Shankara comments on these particular words, he also quoted that what is the derivation, the grammatical explanation of Atma. I would like to say once more, and we will proceed how the second verse connect with that. So that verse is like this. I will read that verse. Really, it is not part of the Kaṭha Upaniṣad or an instruction or an advice given by Lord Death. It is a verse which was quoted by Lord Adi Shankara, who is the commentator, and we are explaining the whole Kaṭha Upaniṣad based on his blessed commentary only. We will see that verse once more, and we will connect that verse, which is very much important with the second verse. The connection is very much important with the second verse. I will read that. In the commentary, he explains. Why he explains? Because there is a word called Atman in the first verse. How? Paranchikani Vidranat Swayambhu Tasmat Parang Pashyadi Na Andaratman. That Atman word is explained, grammatically explained by Lord Adi Shankara, the commentator. He gives a verse from the Linganushāsanam or Linga Puranam, whatever it may be. It is been often quoted by all other acharyas also. This was the verse. Yacha apnodi yad adatte yachati vishayaniha yachasya santato bhavaha tasmad atma iti kirtyate. The brief meaning, I already explained this verse, but briefing, I will tell you, the meaning is like this. That which goes pervading everywhere, that which resolves everything unto its own reality, or that which have the capacity to resolve everything, and yad adate yachati vishayanviha, that which have the capacity to enjoy all these things which are seeing around us in the world. That verse is very important. Yacha ati vishayan iha, one who enjoys all these things what we are seeing around us. Like when we saw the flowers, we will sense the aroma, we will sense the aroma of the flower, the fragrance. Suppose if it is, we are passing through a place where a lot of dishes are cooking, some aroma from that dishes come to us, and we enjoy that aroma. Similarly, when we are sitting in a temple or a monastery, we will listen the ringing of the bell, but in a different tunes and different harmony. So enjoyment itself have different level of modes, different level of enjoyment. If it is a small temple bell, if it is a big bowl bell, or if it is a very big heavy metal bell, what we listen, that sound make us clear that from which thing that is coming. Decibels will be differ so that we can identify from where. So enjoyment means it's not a mere enjoyment. We identify from one to one each and every sound. So yacha, by whom all these things are being enjoyed, identified, distinctly understood. It's a very big capacity. When we see with our eyes, when I saw a crow, even though it is black, I say it is a bird called crow. When I see an elephant, I will say it is an animal, even though it is in black in color like crow. That identification, distinctly identified by me. So each and everything completely identified by me through my senses. So here it is told, by which, by whom everything is enjoyed. And yachasya santato bhava, santatam, nirantaram, every time, eternal, without having a gap, without having demolished, not having any destruction under any condition, that which is permanent in this world, one who having the nature of permanence. That is called santato bhavaha. Santata bhava, which is very much eternal. So, four things he quoted for the Atma through this verse. Yad apnodi, yachapnodi yadadatte, that which pervades everywhere, that which resolves everything unto its own reality, himself or herself, everything goes unto which. And yachati vishayanaha, one who enjoys all these things, whatever we see in this world, one who identifies, one who comes to know that consciousness is very much eternal, and one who is having the nature of permanence, eternity. That is called Atma. It is me. The person who is a listener without knowing anything is being identified by Shankara, identified by the scriptures with the name Atma. So never forget, when somebody say Atma, all these things should be understood. Now, we have a beautiful connection with the second verse of this, with this verse. I will read the second verse and I will give you the explanation. Parachaha kaman anuyanti balaha tre mrityuryanti vitatasya pasham ataha dhiraha amrtatvam viditva dhruvam atruveshu ihana prarthayante. Again I will read. Parachaha kaman anuyanti balaha te mrityuryanti vitatasya pasham ataha dhiraha amrtatvam viditva dhruvam atruveshu ihana prarthayante. Even though the entire universe, the individual is Atman, due to the misunderstanding about oneself, due to the superimposition of the body on the eternal consciousness, we simply understand ourselves by mistake. I am this limited body. And non-discrimination between the superimposed form and what is the locus of the superimposition. There is a non-discrimination of these two. Because of this, we commit a mistake. I am this body, and all other things, whatever I see in this world, are real. And in order to become happy, I need to work, put effort, and gain that particular thing and apply my senses, and I became happy. By mistake, I myself conclude that I am subject to happiness through accomplishing certain material things which are around me. Natural instinct, really speaking, natural instinct. Father and mother are not having the idea of reality so that a kid which was supposed to become a boy who is a discriminative personality. But the parents are not informed about the reality. So that kid also not having the idea, he just follow what father and mother say towards this person. What information father and mother pass to this person, according to that, he himself make an understanding about himself or herself, and also he will make an understanding about the external world also. So this person, day by day, having a basic mistake already committed, that I am this body. My father is separate from me. My mother is separated from me. The proof is that by my senses, I can see the separation between them. So I start my pursuit of material life, keeping this mismeasure. Our, our understanding being wrong. Basically, whatever we are doing in this external world is going to be wrong only. Just like a tailor taking a wrong measurement to make a shirt, he took a wrong measure. Now, whatever effort the tailor put into that shirt, in that cloth in order to make a shirt, it's going to be wrong only. Every stitch is going to be wrong only. Because the basic measure itself is wrong. I have a particular height. I have a particular width, my chest, my arms, whatever it may be. But the tailor took a wrong measurement. I will get a wrong measured, wrong, which will not be fitting, which will not be fit for my body. A wrong shirt is stitched by the tailor. Why? The measurements were wrong. Similarly, we are dealing with the world. We are interacting with the world with an idea that I am this body. This notion is natural instinct passed by our parents and the people who are around me. And also those senses which are extrovert, looking outside towards the material things. Those senses is going to make you more and more enthusiastic in order to accomplish different things in this external world. And my pursuit will become more and more complex. Why? When I pursue something, I see something much better than that thing. And I pursue that thing. And I pursue that thing. The whole life will be always competitive. Day by day, new things arrives in the market. Day by day, different things I hear. Somehow I come to know, and my pursuit will become more bigger and bigger, which will be out of reach. Once upon, I will think sometimes, will I achieve all these things in my life? Will I become rich in this world? If I am going to be a rich person, I should work and I should earn more and more money, more and more things. It becomes a very relentless pursuit. There is no rest. You are working because you have a big target now. Thus, material world will make you to run like a deer in the mirage. Where there is no water, an appearance of water will be there far away for a deer due to the sunrise and the sand of desert. That appearance make the deer to run for this water in the mirage. Similarly, for the sake of happiness, I will be running through the material world with competing with a lot of people. I will get different ideas in order to pursue this material world. And my senses are more powerful. I am brilliant. I have made 3 academical qualifications. I can pursue this material world. I can deal with this material world. I should reach the top chair in the society. I should get 5-star rating in the society. So I work again and again. So it is being told through this first line. In the Bhashya, I will read that line. Parachaha bahirgatena eva kaman vishayan anugachanti balaha alpa prajnaha. Parachaha bahirgataha. The senses which are designed to go outward, which are ready to see external things. Through these senses which are designed, modified to the outward, the things which are in this material world. And they are called kaman. The thing which can make me, which can give me happiness. That a thing to be desired, sought out. Those things which can make me happy in this life, those things which are around me, and the senses are ready to go towards that thing, I have to achieve that thing. Vishayan, different types of material things in this world. See, I have my own target in this world. You have your own target in this world. Both of us will not have one and the same target in this world. If you are a woman, you have a target. If you are a man, you have another target. If you are a tall guy, you have a different target. If you are a short guy, you have a different target. If you are a fair woman, you have a different target. If you are a little bit dark woman, you have a different target. If you are a rich person, your level of thinking will be different from a person who is not so rich in the society. Everybody have different goals and different targets in this world. A person who is lacking from shelter will be working to get one shelter in this world. A person who have already 3 or 4 houses and flats in this world will be working for some other target. So this world is so dramatic. All the people are working on different aim and goals. Everybody, even though equipped with 5 senses, 1 intellect, 1 mind, 1 body, they have different target. And also, according to their karma, what they have done in the previous life, or what are the impressions they have inside the mind, according to that, they work on the things. In one sentence, he says, first sentence, Lord Death says to Nachiketas, all the senses which are designed to see the external things, they go towards the external things, which are vishayaha, those things which are subject to make us happy, source of enjoyment, which are the sources of enjoyment. When the senses, when the thing comes into contact, I feel happy. It's just an ego satisfaction, that's all. It's not happiness. It's only an ego satisfaction, which we are going to see more and more. For the time being, you understand properly according to the Bhashya. Parachaha bahirgatena eva kaman kamyan vishayan anuyanti, anugachanti. Go behind the source of enjoyment, that is the subject which are right in front of my senses. Sometimes you will be feeling to get one cup of popcorn. Sometimes you have a desire to drink some soft drinks. Sometimes you want to make a friendship with a person. Our mind throws different types of ideas, and the senses are just like horses, just run away towards the things. The more informed, the less mistakes which we commit. The less informed, we end up in tragedies. So here, the reality is brought out by Lord Death to Nachiketas that our senses are being designed to look out external things. They just run behind these things, thinking that it can make me happy. That up to that, everything is okay. Now, Lord Death make a clear word, who will run behind the external things? Balaha. Parajaha kaman anuyanti balaha. Bala means a boy. Shankara here makes balaha means alpa prajnaha. One who is endowed with less discrimination. That is non-discriminative. Alpa prajna. Prajna means vivekam. One who can see the things separately in a distinct manner. What is real? What is unreal? But when he explains the commentary of the Lord that Balaha means Alpa Prajnaha. Alpa Prajna. Who Alpa means less, very little. Prajna, discrimination, or the capacity to see what is real and what is unreal is called prajna. So one who is non-discriminative, aviveki, is called alpa prajna. So the entire world, even though they wear one of the most luxurious suit, one of the most expensive frock arranged with, stacked with different types of gems, worth of crores and crores. Those people who wear very expensive clothes, very luxurious jewelries, so much expensive footwears, hand gloves made from the fur of different animals, the cap which is made of different animals' leather. All this make the person more charming, and it announces his dignity. And he appears as though a celestial being in front of others with all kinds of arrangements in his body. Still, Lord Death say him Balaha, Aviveki. This is how an intelligent person look towards the world. The ordinary people consider a person who is in a luxurious car with a luxurious suit, with the most expensive jewelry in his neck and hand, Vedantin will not have any delusion towards looking that. Balaha, he is wearing something, he's a Bala. Aviveki, Alpa Prajna. This is how we will not be nervous looking towards film stars, looking towards political giants, looking towards even a spiritual giant. You are the same. A Bala, a boy will get nervous by looking different things. How we have to deal with this guy. Suppose a person enter into the room who is well respected by the society and the people. You have to respect like that, no? As an intelligent person, you will not be nervous of respecting anybody. You are the same person. You are not Bala. You don't have any confusion. You have the same manner looking towards the world. This is how we will be like a wood towards anything without having any emotions, without having any nervous, without having any kind of that, that shivering inside the mind, instability inside, instability, not having a stable mind. We just feel insecure by looking towards different people, different houses, different cars, different types of people. We feel insecure. Oh, I am not like her. I am not like him. I am not born like them. I am not having a body setup like that guy. I'm not having a body setup like this guy. My body have lot of limits. That insecurity should go because we are not Balaha. We are not Aviveki because a superimposed form cannot be concluded as myself. I am not the superimposed form. I am the locus of the superimposed form. Balaha. A person who don't have the discrimination to see the thing rational. He or she feel insecure. It's a constitution of 5 elements. Any body is filled with 5 elements. Whether it is beautiful or ugly. Air, space, fire, earth and water. Nothing more than that. Anything you analyze in this world. It's a constitution, aggregate of 5 elements. Why should we feel insecure of looking somebody? How can I become like this? There is no such competition inside the mind. People act as though they are not competing towards the world and they are cool outside. When you look at their mind, it's just like a honeycomb. Always a small kind of movement like this. No, take away all that. We are not Balaha. Lord Yama says clearly, the entire world, without having the information about Atman themselves, will become as Balaha. Different types of boys running behind different types of things, thinking that these things can make us happy. So, Anuyanti, Anugachanti, going behind that, this Balaha, this Alpa Prajnaha, Aviveki, where they will end up, that is been told in the second line. If you don't commit to your life towards knowing the Atman, you will be running behind the material things. We have a beautiful question by the Rishi. Prajena kim karishyamaha? What will do with the children? Prajena. Praja. A person, a kid which is born to you is going to become a successful person, and he will make you to know your name around the world, in this world. Rishi asked properly, what we will do with the children? Prajena kim karishya? Karmana kim karishyamaha? By achieving the different things in the world through our actions, what we will do? Just having some ego satisfaction. Prajena, prajaya kim karishyama. That's the way. Prajaya kim karishyama. Karmana kim karishyama. And they asked, Rishi asked, the sage asked, Vittena, what I will do with all this money? I met somebody in the ashram, They were talking about their mother who is a sadhu, who is a sannyasi. And when she passed away, when they look at their properties and everything, everything, she has made a record that few things will go to their children, 70% things go to their guru's trust. And they are upset actually, Most of the things she given to the guru because she studied this Vedanta. Of course, she made their children to settle in abroad with a good job. They are not having a lack of any money. Whatever she was having, she just made a record. After my death, 70% of my properties will go to my guru. Whenever you listen to a person, whenever you study under a person about the immortality, Amritatvam, that teaching and that person by cause make you immortal, make you understand that you are immortal. It's a big depth. You can give anything, still that depth continues. Why? Nobody told you that you are immortal. You will not die in this world. You are Atman. It's a big depth because the Guru made you to know that you are a Mukta Purushaha, a Amrita Purushaha. You are not going to die even though the body fall apart. You are the immortal individual, which is only Atman. So she felt that what I am going to do with all this money after my departure from this world, 70% these properties will belong to my guru or its trust, and the 30% will go to my children. And children are a bit upset. Why? Why she done like this? After getting the knowledge, the money came for her. That money will be only going to the guru or guru's trust. Fine. Because she have been informed by the guru, Vittena kim karishyamaha, what we will do with these colorful papers. You know, in dollar, somebody who is great will be printed in a black paper, correct? Kennedy will be there, Churchill will be there. Different types of people. All are just colorful papers. What we will do with the colorful papers? We have a small measure of stomach is given and a small body. For that, sufficient. So, they made what they made. Vittena kim karishyamaha. By money, we will not get immortality. What we will do with the money? Prajaya kim karishyamaha. Enjoying with a male or a female. There will be something, a product called children. And the children are meant to get success in the world and make their parents to know all around the world. Because I am born from these parents. Let they get praise what I do in this world. Vittena, prajaya, dhanena, karmana, kim karishyama. By all these actions, what we are going to do? We are not going to get immortality. So they retire from the world of materials. Material world is just a drama for them. People can run on that and people can end up in tragedy. People can enjoy the world. Everything is fine. But we will do that because they have studied all these things. Lord Yama says a person who is non-discriminative will run away behind material things, thinking that external senses are designed to enjoy the external things. And what will be the result for them? Very important result also. He says that. The result is that they mrityoho yanti vitatasya pasham. Pasham, rock. Vitatasya pasham. But they have given other meaning. Net. Those threads which are having the potential to get tangled. You know, the fishermen used to give up their net if it is broken, when it gets tired. They just throw in the sea. Very big mistake they commit. When the sea turtle swims and when they come across a thread, they don't take a diversion from the net because their magnetic field says that just like a flight going in a straight way, they just pass according to the magnetic field. They don't take a diversion like what we think. When the road is closed and there will be a board, you take a diversion to reach other end. Sea turtles will not get, they will not take a diversion because they are, by birth, they are natural compass. They are connected with the magnetic field of the earth. They just enter into this net. They get tangled in this net. And years along with the net, they travel. Some turtles are completely covered with the net, a piece of net in their body. Even they cannot swim in the water with a lot of effort. Somehow they survive. Some turtle have a mouth, the face is covered with the net, completely tangled. This is called tragedy. Same like this, when we allow our senses going towards different material things in the world and enjoy them, we ourselves get tangled with these things. We ourselves become more and more our time get consumed, our senses become more and more weak, and we will not be capable of listening what is right and wrong. Our body completely get tired. Different types of drawbacks are there. We will discuss in the right time. Just understand, a person who go behind different things, Lord Yama says, get tangled, and this will become an entrance towards the hell. In English, literally I speaking, mrityoho vitatasya pasham. A net which is well spread all around the world, and we get tangled on that. This will be the entrance toward the mrityu, for the death. A person enter into an easy death by going towards the material world again and again. In olden days, not so many material things were there, and people lived around 200 to 300 years. Day by day, we developed a lot of material things, but our lifespan come to short. Nowadays, average life is 50 and to 60. Even though comforts are many, hospitals are many, medical science have a big amount of theory which talks about the different diseases, the remedies of different diseases. Everything is there, fine. But our lifespan become more and more short. Only 50 to 60 is the proper life. After that, completely we are in a position which we cannot even walk, enjoy. I'm talking about the new gen. The more you have things in your life, more you are in comfort in your life, the much shorter our life. From 300, 400, it became now 50, even though we have a lot of comforts. The more we go towards the external world to enjoy this world, the more we get tangled, and we will be right away going towards the jaws of death. We will end up in death. Mrityoho pasham. The net is well spread by the death through the objects, and when we go to enjoy the objects through that, we will be completely disturbed by the mind in some situation. We will be completely disturbed by our physical body. I need not to explain. We are all subject to different types of emotions while enjoying different things in the world. Okay. There is no guarantee for any material thing in the world that it will be in the same condition till the last second. It changes. According to the changes, I will be also affected. Sometimes it will make you happy. Sometimes it will be it will make you unhappy. Everything, whether it is husband, whether it is kid, whether it is your boyfriend, whether it is your girlfriend, whether it is your TV, whether it is your cell phone, whether it is your book. Sometimes it makes you happy, sometimes it makes you unhappy. There is no guarantee on anything. There is no stable point for anything in this world. Mrityoho vitatasya pasham. They endi. These non-discriminative people who go behind the things will end up by getting tangled in the net which is well spread by the Lord Death. They, without knowing the goal and without knowing the means, they just enter into the different things in the world and they get tangled. Vitatasya pasham. When you don't know the reality about oneself, you are going to get into the samsara chakra. Shankara says in his commentary, Dehendriya samyoga viyoga lakshanam. Pasham means net. Getting contact with the different things with our senses, getting disconnected with the object and the senses. This whole process is called pasha. Sometimes we feel to get connected with the person. When the person starts to irritate you, you want to get rid of the person. This is called pasha. Everything is like that. Drishyamana ramaniyaha, shruyamana ramaniyaha. When you see, it will be charming. When you listen, it will be beautiful. After a period of time, both will be a nuisance. You think yourself. So here, mrityoho pasham. This, he says, Shankara says, anavarata janma marana jara rogadi aneka anartha vyadham pratipathyante iti arthaha. Aneka, various, different types of janma marana, deaths and births, one will achieve through enjoying the different senses and things, enjoying the different material things in the world. Marana, whenever you take a body, it is called birth. Whenever we give up that body, it is called death. Birth and death will continue. In between, what are the things going on? Jara rogadi. Jara, aging. Our skin get more age, our hair become gray, our joints will have pain. In between corona, in between some other things, jara, roga, aging and diseases are inevitable for a body. No hopes of get rid of, no, there is no choice of not having that, in our life. No choice. One needs to accept that, because after getting birth, slowly growing. Growing means what? Giving up the old body and taking a new body. Death of the old body and the birth of the new body. This is called growth. People disguise this reality by saying the word growth. Growth means death and birth. So Shankara says that the balaha, those people who are not discriminative, go through different birth and death, and in between them, jara rogadi aneka anartha vyatham. Anartha vratam. Vratam means heap, bundle. Anartha vratam. Anartha means suffering, unhappiness. The entire life will be always centered on unhappiness. Some moments it will feel happy. Heap, a bundle of unhappiness is the reward for a body. So enjoying the external senses because the senses are designed to go outward, enjoying the material world, it will bring death and birth. And in between, aging and diseases are inevitable for a body, anartha pratam, and also heap of suffering, bundle of suffering will be there for that Janma Marana. This is the goal. This will be the goal of a aviveki, non-discriminative balaha. He will end up in this type of tragedy. Now he explains, therefore, ataha, knowing the reality of non-discriminative person, ataha, what is meant by that? Because I sensed that material things are not having a tasty end, it will bring more and more death and birth. Therefore, ataha, dhiraha, vivekinaha, buddhi, one who can see what is real and what is unreal. Dhiraha, what they will do? Dhiraha, one who have the capacity to discriminate what is real and unreal. Dhiraha, vivekinaha, pratyak atma swarupa avasthana lakshanam amritatvam. What the dhiraha will achieve? Amritatvam, immortality, the state of having immortal. They will achieve the immortality, giving up the material things, going more and more external, just withdrawing the senses and staying back. It doesn't mean that you will not take a fruit, you will not take some food, you will not wear dress. No. Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta supnavabhotasya yogo bhavati dukkhaha. Appropriate eating, appropriate material interaction, appropriate sleep, appropriate drinking, everything who is in a manner will gain the yoga, will achieve the result. There is no completely giving up. As long as your body is, you have to listen to Vedanta. As long as your body is there, you have to eat some food in order to listen Vedanta. As long as your body is there, you have to drink some water in order to listen Vedanta. As long as your body is there, you have to wear something good dress in order to listen Vedanta. Everything is connected properly. Then keeping a body will become more useful, purposeful. Here, dhiraha, one who have the capacity to discriminate, they will achieve what? Pratyakatma swarupa avasthanam. Avasthanam, conformity, stability, arriving in the right place, coming to the right place. What is that? Pratyak atma swarupam, one's own intrinsic nature, giving up the superimposed form by your thinking, not that physically giving up. It's not possible. There is no such thing. In a superimposed, when we analyze what is superimposition, there is no such thing. It's only a notion, an appearance. When I understand the appearance is due to something already there, when I know the reality, the appearance will go away from my mind. This is called giving up. It's not that externally you cannot give up the body. You understand that there is no body at all, there is only Atman. Because Atma is the only thing which is subject to different types of things. Only thing existing in the world, Santato Bhava, which is always in the eternal position. Knowing that Atma, a person, come back and settle, stay in one's own intrinsic nature, Surupa Surupasthana Lakshanam, Amrtatvam. That is the immortality. That is the state of immortality. Knowing that I will not die, I will not take birth, and staying with my own nature, giving up all kinds of body notions. Viditva, knowing, understanding that. Viditva, there is no other way to take away the superimposition other than discrimination of the real and unreal. So, discrimination, vivekam is called discrimination. Getting the discrimination about what is real and unreal, viditva, then what they will do? Amrtatvam viditva dhruvam atruveshu ihana prarthayante. They will not run behind the unstable things. Getting this understanding, knowing this understanding, they will only go behind the real thing. Dhruvam. Dhruvam means that Amrtatvam, what is told as the immortal thing, that is called Dhruvam, Atman. Knowing that Atman, when you get a motorbike, you are not going to behind a bicycle, correct? When you reach the ultimate target, you will not have any kind of fantasy towards any inferior things. That is called Dhruvam Adhruveshu. Knowing the eternal thing, a person will not having the fantasy towards the material things which comes and goes in this world, which is temporary in this world, which is inert in this world. After having the discrimination for the people who are not Balaha, they always go behind the permanent thing in the world, not behind the impermanent thing in the world. Na prarthayante. They will not commit their life once they understand what is real and unreal. I will continue with the last sentence in the coming session. I want you to more understand. We will conclude right now for the time being, and we will start with the last line in the coming session. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshadu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sasya Shalini Deshoyam Choparahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbayaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niravayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Kaschit Dukkha Bhaveet Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om